The lock of the week this week is gonna be Bruno Ferreira. We might just charge through this guy with his power, grab him, throw him to the ground, because that's usually how he's been winning a lot of fights. Throw him to the ground and let's maul this guy. Comes across aggressive, grabs him, throws him to the ground, maybe finds an early submission. He's making all these reads. I understand it now. And then just sleep him. Oh! Oh! Did I call that?
Jump in that. Some in that bitch. Jump in that.
He's good. He's armbar. He's good with arm bars.
Jump in that fire. Jump in that bitch. Yeah! Hitting that fire. Jump in that whip. Jump in that bitch. Come in that bitch. Jump in that. Jump in that bitch.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to We Want Picks. My name is Jacob, aka the Freckled Salamander, here to bring you my lock of the week for one of the greatest cards of the year, UFC Vegas 104. But before we get into this week's lock of the week, make sure you like the video. We've been running hot lately. The least you can do is like the video. I want to see 5, 6, 7, 800 likes on this video. Subscribe if you are new. If you guys are new to lock of the week, what that is quite simply, I pick one underdog that I believe in my mind is going to win with 100% certainty. I'm the best in the fucking business, baby. As you can see here, we have won 4 in a row. 5 of our last 6. We are up over 40 units overall on lock of the week. If you have put 1 unit on lock of the week every single week, consistency is what matters. We absolutely killed. There's going to be highs. There's going to be lows. We're running a high right now. Some people are like, oh my God, Jacob, one of the greatest streaks I've ever seen. No way. We've won 10 in a row before, and I promise you, I'm going to get there, and it could be now. This week, a little bit dicey. Last week, I was so confident, Bruno. I couldn't actually believe that this guy was an underdog with that wrestling and grappling advantage. I thought he'd go to it early, but I knew the second that he went to it, he was going to have success. I called the armbar right before it happened. This week, I will say, is a tough week for dogs. In my opinion, there's a lot of kind of live dogs, but typically for lock of the week, what I do is I have one dog that I'm honed in on. I'm zero in on, and I'm like, oh my God, how is this person an underdog in this matchup? This week, it's a lot of dogs that are like, So when it's kind of like a week where it's I gotta look at who's the dog, and I have to look at the level of opponents. A lot of times I default to who is the level of opponents. If the level of opponent is not very high and the odds are the dogs, and I think it's more of a 50-50, that's where I look at for lock of the week. Maybe this is the week where lock of the week fails. We won 5 or 6, 4 in a row. But maybe it fucking isn't, baby. The first person I'm considering for lock of the week this week is going to be Sam Hughes. And again, this is kind of a level of competition thing. I can't believe that they got Sam Hughes as a plus 200 with her pressure, with the way she can turn fights late in the second round into the third round. And Luciano is a girl that has fought one person in the last 3 years, has fought one person who was Talita Alencar. Sam Hughes is much more well-rounded and will bring the pressure much more than a Talita in this fight. That's why I'm considering for lock of the week. The second person I'm considering lock of the week, which would be the greatest lock of the week of all time odds-wise, is going to be AJ Cunningham. Listen, if he can stuff these takedowns, this, in my opinion, could look like a Josh Van Ray Tusara or whatever the fuck his name is fight, where if he's not getting the takedowns, AJ Cunningham, I believe, is going to be the better striker. I think can hold his own in the wrestling and the grappling. And if fight starts to turn, AJ Cunningham is an absolute dog. He is going to be huge in there. My biggest concern for him is going to be the weight cut, going all the way to 135. We'll see how he looks Friday. And the last person I'm considering for lock of the week is going to be Kurt Holloway against Alexander Hernandez. Again, this is a level of competition thing. I think this fight is very, very close. The more durable fighter, I believe, is going to be Kurt. The pressure fighter, I believe, is going to be Kurt. And in a fight that could be 50-50, I'm getting plus 180 odds on the guy that's going to be more durable and the one that's probably going to be moving forward. I'll take that all day. Kurt Holloway is the third person I'm considering for lock of the week for UFC Vegas 104. But with all that said, there is one person that caught my eye a couple weeks ago. That's why it's important to become a premium member to support what we do, the channel, the lock of the week. The lock of the week, I'm telling you guys, will always be free, but some of these people are dogs, flip the favorite. Some of these I grab a little bit early. This is a person that I grabbed earlier, so make sure you check out WeWantPicks.com. It's only $10 a month for that early line action and a whole bunch of other stuff as well. The lock of the week for UFC Vegas 104 to go, 5 in a row. 6 of our last 7, and I got all the confidence in the world. The lock of the week for UFC Vegas 104 is going to be
all day cardio machine. Don't you forget it, Stampage in this bitch.
Happy other things alone. Who you a fool for this? Who you a fool for this?
Gang. Let her cook. Let me cook. Never gave a damn. I ain't never gave no fuck. No. Fell out with them hoes. We ain't never making up. Fuck 'em. Back for everything I ever lost. I'm on a mission. Let's go. We turned the whole house into a booth. We in the kitchen. Let her cook. Woo. Big low come through frying shit. Hey. Let her cook. Okay. Too much cake out bad, bitch. Oh God. Let her cook. All this sauce, I'm trying shit. Woo. Let me cook. Big low come through, shut shit down. I'm bringing hoes out. Run up on this shit you want, I'm swinging balls out. If them hoes ain't bad as glow, then put them hoes out. Got my ankles on your nigga's shoulder, them toes out. Let's get it. Ass done got a little fatter, now these hoes look madder. Okay. Head done got a little better, I don't even think that matter. Bitch talking like she gangsta, she don't really want no amp. These hoes couldn't walk a mile and need your bitch, she saying, bitch, I ain't gon' cry no hunt, I ain't gon' cry no rape.
There you have it. It is going to be Sam Paige Hughes for lock of the week. The 3 things that we need to consider, the keys to victory for Sam Hughes this week. Number 1 and number 2 are very important. Más importante. Pressure. This is going to be a close fight. This is going to be a back and forth fight. The pressure fighter is going to win the rounds, which brings me to the 3rd most important point. Win the last 30 seconds of every round. In a round that is close, back and forth, if you just blitz forward and you look like you're doing the most in the last 30 seconds, the judges, the only thing they're going to remember is, wow, Sam Hughes was really pushing forward. What was happening in that round? I don't really know. Sam Hughes, let's score it for. What I love the most about this fight is the mentality of Sam Hughes. I've talked to Sam Hughes a little bit. It sounds like she's going to be vintage Sam Hughes, bring in the pressure, the pace. What I don't like about Stephanie Luciano in that last fight against Toledo, late in the fight, she's already fought this girl for what, 6 rounds, 5 rounds. She has a tired Toledo. What is she doing? Well, go watch that fight. And I can't stand this. Instead of biting down and trying to get a finish and make a statement, I can finish this girl, I can press forward. She's doing wild stuff, little spinning stuff, jumping knees into the fence. She's laughing. She's having fun. Nothing wrong with that. Have your fun. I'll bet against somebody that is having fun in the octagon with an absolute dog 10 out of 10 times. Because when push comes to shove, and you're getting pushed backwards by Sam Hughes and you want to start laughing and having fun, this girl is going to be all over you. I have all the faith in the world that Sam Hughes is going to be the pressure fighter, and the pressure fighter in a women's MMA fight usually wins the judges' decisions. If you guys want to fade this one, if you guys want to stay away from this one because it's women's, whatever it is, keep the streak. I get it. I don't force you to do anything. I give you one pick. I do my best. This week, it's going to be Sam Hughes to win a decision, maybe even a late finish, for probably decision. It's probably gonna be a close fight. Gonna be whatever mood the judges are in, but Sam is gonna be moving forward and she's gonna get it done for 5 in a row, 6 of our last 7. If you guys like this video, make sure you like the video. Subscribe if you are new. My name is Jacob, aka the Freckle Salamander. I'm out. Peace.